Namaste to all the students. I, JVN Dr. Ekta Rana, Assistant Professor of English in Faculty of Education and Methodology. I welcome you in the lecture of English language. Today's topic is simple present tense. In present tense, with third person singular like he, she, it, we add s, es or ies to the base form of the verb. Okay, to regular verbs we just add an s, like travel. We write travel is changed into travels. Give changes into gives. Play into plays. plays, plays. Live into lives. Sing into sings. Then to verb that ends in s, double s, sh, ch, x and o adds an es, like wash. Wash. Wash ends with sh, so it changes into washes. Like I have told you that sh, s, double s, ch, x adds an es, so wash becomes washes, mix becomes mixes, and go becomes goes. Okay, two verbs end in y after a consonant, like any letter that isn't a vowel changes the y to I and add es. Okay, the verb which ends with y after a consonant, the word y changes with changes into I and it adds es with it, like study. Study ends with y, so it changes into studies. Fly into flies. Okay, sometimes present simple tense, as we call it simple present, does not seem to be very simple. Okay, so we use the present simple tenses to express for many ideas, like to express habits or customs, to state facts or general truth, as I have discussed with you in previous session, to relate future plans, to tell jokes and stories, or to report sporting events in real time. Okay, here you can see that O, SS, SH, CH, X. With all these words, we add ES, like go becomes goes, kiss become kisses, watch become watch, wash become washes, fix into fixes. Okay, then I have discussed as Y turns with IE and I and then it becomes IES, study into studies, play into plays. Okay, there are few examples of present simple tense, like sun sets in the west. We produce lasers for cosmetic surgery. They move into their new home next week. So I go to Mr. D and say I deserve a better mark in this class. Jones stops in mid-court and passes the ball to Rohan. Okay. Now, how to form the present simple, like with subject I, you, we, they. Verb can be sleep, Sleep without s, without es. After that, rest sentence. Late on Saturdays. Like I sleep late on Saturdays. You sleep late on Saturdays. We sleep late on Saturdays. They sleep late on Saturdays. But with he, she, it, we write goes, plays. Okay. S and es is needed with he, she, it. Like he goes to the beach every weekend. She goes to the beach every weekend. It goes to the beach every weekend. It can be. Robot? Okay. Now I will discuss the time expressions in simple present tense. The most common time expressions in present simple are usually, always, never, on, Wednesdays, every Wednesday, twice a week, once a week, in general, every other day. Time expressions made up of one word are placed between the subject and the verb in positive sentences and questions and between the auxiliary verb and main verb in negative sentences. Like, I always study hard for exams. Now, always here is marked. Do you usually speak to him like that? Time expression made up of two or more words are always placed either at the beginning or at the end of a sentences and usually at the end of the questions. What time expressions? Here we will I will discuss the sentences with two or more time expressions, with two time expressions. Like Ben goes to football practice every Tuesday. Every Tuesday is time expression. In general, I believe that all people can live in peace. In general is time expression. You go to the supermarket every week. Every week is also time expression. Now, how to make negative sentences in present simple. With I, you, we, they, we write don't, do not. After that comes verb. I don't eat. You don't eat. We don't eat. They don't eat. What? With he, she, it, we write does. He doesn't watch. She doesn't watch. It doesn't watch. Like, I don't like the food they serve at that restaurant. So, with I have discussed do. Do in negative comes don't. Jim. Jim is the name of a person. Jim doesn't work on Fridays. My friends, there are a number of people. Okay, more than two. They, with they we write do. Okay, my friends is a third person. Okay, don't usually leave on early. I do not want to go with you. Okay, so we can say, if we talk about negative sentences, we can write or we can speak like, I don't sleep early. You don't sleep early. We don't sleep early. They don't sleep early. With I, we, you, and they, we write don't. But with he, she, it, we write doesn't. Like, he doesn't sleep early. She doesn't sleep early. It doesn't sleep early. Got it? This is how we will make positive sentences as well as negative sentences in simple present tense. Okay, thank you.